So, you want to close more on the very first date. I don't blame you. I think every guy watching this would like to. But let me tell you something. You're probably the reason why you're not. It's not because that girl was a good girl or a church girl or she likes to move slow. 9 times out of 10, you are the reason why you're not closing on your first dates. So in today's video topic, I'm going to go over all the reasons why you're not closing and give you some tips on how you can start doing that. So let's get into today's video and let's get you guys on the right track to close more on the first date. Reason number 1, it's your mindset, bro. It's horrible. You go on this first date almost with like a mindset that it won't and it can't happen. Literally, you go on this date thinking that she's not like that. She likes to go slow. She's not that type of girl. So in a way, you cock block your own success, right? So your mindset going on the date is like, there's no way this can happen to me. I'm not the guy. And guess what? You're right. But if you think the opposite, you're also right. So your mindset has to be, this can happen. A first night back to my place can and will happen. I just have to have the right mindset for it to happen, right? So if your mindset is positive, you're leaving the house on a good note. But if you leave the house with this mindset of it can't happen and there's no way, it won't. So leave the house with the proper mindset and there's a much higher chance that you close. Number 2, logistics, guys. Logistics is probably one of the most important things on a date. So the first part of logistics is how far are you from your house, right? So for me, I like doing dates where I'm no more than 15 minutes away, preferably 5 to 8 minutes away is the perfect place to be. This allows you to get to your place quite easily when the date is going in your favor. The last thing you want to do is the vibes are going, she's down to come back, you hit her with, oh, it's a 35-minute drive, 45-minute drive, and she's like, oh, it's kind of far. Maybe next time? And then you text her for the second date, and she goes ghost. So make sure you're choosing places that are close to you. Your next question in your head is, Chad, what if she says that's too far? Perfect. That girl doesn't like you. So guys, I understand you want to go on a lot of dates, but a lot of dates can be expensive. So you want to actually filter out women by doing dates that aren't expensive, that aren't in her neighborhood. If she is willing to drive maybe 10 to 30 minutes to meet up with you, that is a girl who's a lot higher interest, and then there's a lot higher chances you close on the first date because she's investing her time to drive to you. If you suggest a bar in your area and she says that's too far, that shows she's not that interested in you, which shows you probably won't close, which probably means there's no point of even taking her out, right? So you can just save money and time right then and there by asking her to come to your area. Now, guys, this girl lives 2 hours away. All right, dude. Like, first of all, why are you doing this long distance shit? But maybe that's when you maybe meet in the middle a little bit more. I don't even want you guys dating girls that far away. But in that scenario, if it's like an hour distance, maybe meet her 20 minutes away, right? Make some compromise. But for the most part, I would like for you guys to have that woman to come to your neighborhood. Number 2, make sure the seating logistics, right, are proper. I don't want you guys sitting too far away from her and across from her. You should be looking for bar stools. You should be looking for U-shaped booths. You should be looking for, couches and benches. Somewhere where it's easy to break the touch barrier, touch a wrist, an elbow, a shoulder. These are all ways to break the touch barrier. And it's hard to do that when she's sitting across from you. So make sure the proper seating arrangements are there. Guys, it is so much nicer to be able to look at her and her face is literally like right here, right? Her knees touching your knee, your thighs are touching. Like this is what you're looking for. You're looking for an intimate vibe. Right? Which leads me to my next point is, guys, stop with the freaking day dates. The amount of times I have my one-on-one clients say, yeah, bro, we went for a coffee at 11 a.m. Yeah, bro, we went for a walk at 2 p.m. Guys, the time of your date matters. The chances of you getting your wiener sucked after a matcha at 11 a.m. slim to none. The chances of you getting your pee-pee touched after you guys go for a walk at 2 p.m. slim to none. Now, what's more likely is she meets you up at 8 o'clock at night. She has a nice outfit on. It's date night vibes, right? She's feeling you. You're feeling her, right? That's the time where she's more likely to get consensually freaky with you. Not at 11 a.m., not at 2 p.m. So make sure you're not setting up these dates to where there's a chance that intimacy can't happen. Guys, if a girl hits you up and goes, hey, I know we had plans for tonight, but I'm free on my lunch break. Want to meet now? No. Hey, you planned a nighttime date. I'm not free at night. Want to hang out at noon? No. Guys, if the date isn't on your terms, it shouldn't happen. I don't want you guys walking. I don't want you guys doing coffee at 11, right? I want you guys going on dates that allow you to escalate all the way. If you can't escalate all the way, the date is almost like it's dead. There's no guarantee anything will happen. I like going on dates where there's a chance. And there's a greater chance of you closing when you're close to your house, right? And it's a date night. If you can pull those two things off along with the seating logistics, there's a high chance that you close. If you're far away and you're meeting up at 11 in the morning, you're going on gym dates and walking dates and coffee dates, and you're far away, there's almost a 0% chance, maybe 10% that you close, all right? So the time of day matters a lot. Now, guys, let's get into the conversation, okay? Where a lot of guys go wrong with their dating conversations is it stays very platonic. Why? The guy is scared to go, damn, if I say something sexual, will she judge me? If I say something flirty, will that make her feel uncomfortable? Here's my mindset. This girl drove 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away to meet up with me at 8 o'clock at night on a Friday night, on a Saturday night. Shit, this girl could have shaved her entire body, front to back. This girl probably wants me. And if she doesn't want me, why are we here? I assume every girl that gets in front of me wants me. So why not be flirty? Why not be sexual? And if she wants to be uncomfortable, that's fine. We'll end the date and she can go home. But of all my years of, of having this mindset and this setup, no girl felt uncomfortable. I said sexual jokes and comments and I flirted with her and she kept it going. She threw a sexual innuendo back, a sexual comment back. So guys, if this girl is in front of you on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday evening, right? 4 or 5 o'clock on a Sunday, right? It's like there's a good chance she wants you. So be aggressive, right? So let's talk about some things that I do to build sexual tension. The first way is for my beginners out there who are a little bit scared to say words. Let's just say you're sitting next to her, right? And you're like, all right, man, it's been 30 minutes. We've had a pretty normal conversation. Let me pick it up a little bit. You take a sip of your drink. You put it down. Then you look over at her. She'll probably do this. I'm the girl. What? And then you look at her and you say, what do you mean what? Then she'll probably say, you're looking at me, which you say, well, where am I supposed to look? And then she'll probably say, good question. And you can say something like, yeah, I like this view a lot. It's quite nice. And she'll probably say, oh, really? You like what you see? I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna like this view later too. Later? What do you mean by that? I think you know what I mean by that. We're already sprinkling in. She's coming home with you, right? And she'll be like, oh, don't get no ideas. I'm like, oh, the ideas are already there. It's too late. Like, this is how you build the sexual tension. Being able to say, foreshadowing her coming home with you, foreshadowing you two sleeping together. And if she tries to go, don't get your hopes up. Nope, they're already up. Too late. Like doubling down. Because guys, women naturally are gonna, for the most part, kind of shut down your sexual advances in a flirty way. And you go, no. And you kick the door down again. Why? Because they're going to try to act innocent. That's the whole point of women, bro. They always want to act innocent like they're not like that when she is like that. So when you make these, flirty comments and stuff like that, she's like, don't get no ideas. Nah, the ideas are already there. It's too late. Double down. And she's going to love it. Love it. Why? I do this every weekend. They love it, man. They love a guy that's comfortable in the pocket and is comfortable in his sexuality. She knows why she's there. She knows that sex is in the air. She knows why. But as a woman, she has to be like, oh, purity, not like that, cross on my forehead. Like, that's what she's trying to be. But you're going to get her out of that and get her into a consensual place to where she's down, right? So that's one example. Another example is when women give you these sexual innuendos and you capitalize on it. Here's a good example. I was out on a date with a woman and she pulls out a vape and she goes, do you mind if I hit this? I'm like, yeah, well, do you mind if you hit this? And she was like, I don't see why not. And then we started laughing. So she gave me an innuendo. Hey, do you mind if you hit this? And she just smoked her vape and said, well, I don't mind. And we laughed. And guess what? That night, it went down. You see my point? My point is, I was willing to be bold and test the waters, and she was with it. A lot of you guys would have not said that. Why? You're scared of what will she say? What will she think? Will she judge me? Will she think I'm like every other guy? Guys, that's one thing I want to talk about too. It's like you think that by bringing up sex that makes you like every other guy. Actually, it doesn't. It makes you stand out. Most guys are terrified to talk about sex or anything flirt on the first date. Most guys are terrified. So if anything, I'd argue you're bold and you're different than most guys for bringing it up. Most guys are terrified. You know what I'm saying? So whenever a girl gives you a sexual innuendo, you attack it and you double down on it. And I guarantee you'll start seeing more success because that's where sexual tension gets built up, right? For example, I was at this bar one time and this girl grabbed the bottle. She pulled, she stuck her tongue out far, and poured all the tequila down her throat. And I looked at her, I'm like, oh, I know you're a good kisser. She's like, what makes you say that? That thing you do with your tongue? Come on now. She's like, maybe I am. I'm like, no, I know you are. I can't wait to find out about that later. She's like, later? I'm like, yeah, for sure. We're definitely gonna make out later. What are you talking about? She's like, relax. And guess what? We did. We went home together. So it's like, I'm willing to say what's on my mind, tell this girl what I want, tell this girl what I'm feeling. Because it's like you can't build sexual tension if you're not willing to tell her what you're thinking, tell her what you want. Like imagine going to a restaurant and just doing this. No, tell the waiter what you want so the chef can make it. So it's like a lot of you guys aren't getting laid because you aren't talking, you're not speaking about it. I tell girls, how I'm feeling, right? For example, I said I'm on a date with a girl. We're chilling. The eye contact games start playing. I'm like, what are you thinking about? She's like, I'm not going to tell you. And I say, well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. And then she's like, what is it? You coming home with me. And she starts laughing. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, why not? She's like, good point. I'm like, cool, so should we get the check? She's like, yeah. So it's just like, I said what I wanted, and she was like, you know what, hell yeah. Literally, all because I just asked. So it's like, so this brings us to my last point, right? My last point is, how do I ask? This is the typical way I ask. Yes, there are ways that I change it here and there. This is the most basic version. So after about an hour and a half, that's all you need, guys. Don't be at this bar for 3, 4, 5 hours long. No. After about an hour and a half, I want you to say something like this. Hey, so what you got going on after this? Then she'll say, honestly, not sure. I was supposed to go home and relax. How about you? Okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my spot and have another round of drinks. You should join. And then shut up. Don't say a word. She'll look at you like this. Drinks at your place? Yeah. Oh, okay. And what kind of alcohol do you have? Oh, the usual, tequila, vodka. Oh, okay. How far do you live? I'm like 10 minutes away, not too far. Okay, if I go, we're not doing anything, right? Listen, I'm just there for the drinks. I don't know what you're there for, but I'm just here to make sure I have a good time. But nah, like that's all I'm up to. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's do it. And there she is, on her way back to your spot. So don't ask her, tell her, hey, I'm having another round of drinks at my spot. You should come. Don't say, do you want to come? Because if you say, do you want to come, you're now asking them and not telling them. Women respond way better to you telling them what to do versus asking. If you ask them, now they're scared that if they say yes, will you judge them? If you tell them, hey, I'm having another round of drinks at my place, come back, right? Now they're like, well, okay, he told me to come, now I'm coming, versus asking. You get me? So that wraps up, guys, my first date tutorial on how to close. There's a lot of information in this video to use on your next first date so you can start closing way more. If you're a guy that's, is curious about how you implement this, how you get this thing going, there's more to it. I gave you guys the faster version, right? I have a link down below to work with me one-on-one because information is abundant, but implementation is what most guys are lacking. A lot of guys will watch this video, but not do anything with it. But if you watch this video, click the link down below and come work with me. I can help you implement it. We'll work closely one-on-one. You can text me, call me, and we'll make sure that this year of 2026 and beyond is one of your best dating years yet. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to all y'all soon. Peace.